I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I'm sorry I'm a lousy lover. I'm sorry I'm immature. I'm sorry I'm irresponsible. I'm sorry you've lost respect for me. I'm sorry for everything. I'm really, really sorry. And that's the story of my first marriage. And I didn't want the divorce with Janice, because that just meant another failure. And I had no idea how deeply those feelings of shame ran inside me. But looking back, I can now see that I need to get a lot worse before I can get better. And Shula was the right woman to help me move in that downward direction. I met Shula at a Jewish singles dance in San Francisco. You know, I was excited about going. I'd been divorced for a while, I was ready to meet someone, and I figured the people that would be there would be socially awkward Jewish nerds. So if I didn't meet anybody, at least I'd have a lot of fun judging everyone. Heavy calves, weak chin, ridiculous hairstyle. Wow, she's beautiful. Dark olive skin, black curly hair, high cheekbones, full lips, petite, but not where it counts. I walk over to her. I'm shaking, I'm nervous. Hi, my name is Jeff, what's yours? Shula. Ah, that's an interesting name. Well, where are you from? Israel. We talk. This beautiful woman is smiling at me. We go out. She likes me. She wants to be with me. She doesn't know it yet, but she's going to be my second divorce. This was a George Costanza marriage. Now, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Seinfeld, but George is a hopelessly immature, neurotic individual who fails at every single relationship he has with a woman. Finally, he meets a woman who he convinces to marry him. Next morning, he wakes up and is like, oh my God, what have I done? My version of George with Shula goes something like this. Don't you love me? Of course I love you. Sometimes. Do you want to marry me or not? Yes, I want to marry you. Just not right now. I don't even know if you like my falafel. Yes, I definitely like your falafel. Except when they're greasy. Now, Shula had something in common with me that went beyond my ambivalence. Desperation. And so we get married. Now, at this point, I should probably let you know that my profession at the time was marriage and family therapist. The marriage went very badly, very quickly. And being a marriage and family therapist, I of course thought the marriage would get better if we moved to her home country, Israel. It got worse. But at least our arguments were in a different language. Now, before I explain to you how my second marriage ended in a second divorce, I need to tell you about my Uncle Heshi. I loved my Uncle Heshi. He was my favorite uncle. He was my cool uncle. He was the uncle that brought champagne to my room during my bar mitzvah with my friends. He was the uncle who told me dirty jokes. And he was the uncle who I'd go to ask for advice when I couldn't ask my father. One time I asked him if I should date a girl who I had met at the New York Public Library during a summer job. Kiddo, he says, never shit on your own doorstep. Another time I asked him if I should quit a job. Kiddo, don't throw away your dirty water unless you got cleaner water. Now there's a third piece of advice. Uncle Heshy took me out to lunch once in a while, and one day walking down the street in Midtown Manhattan, we see this beautiful, statuesque, full-bodied woman walking towards us with a guy half her size. After they pass, Heshy turns to me and says, "Kiddo, never date a woman who can kick your ass." What he failed to tell me is that it wouldn't take a woman twice my size to kick my ass. Shula is a black belt in Krav Maga, an Israeli martial art that is practiced by the Israeli Defense Forces. Soon after we get to Israel, we have this major fight. She throws glasses at me, dishes, and for a grand finale, she gives me a kick right in the Beit Seam. I don't need to explain Beit Seam to you, do I? Now, I don't think I ever fully appreciated socialized medicine until then. But that 3-day stay in the hospital didn't cost me a penny. Now, honestly, that wasn't the first time. Another time during one of our fights, she gets into such a rage that she starts tearing off my clothing. And believe me, she wasn't some hysterical teenager mistaking me for one of the Beatles. So, why would I be with a woman who hit me? And why would I stay in an abusive relationship? Because I was terrified. Terrified of being alone. Terrified of being a failure again. And shame. I had done EST, LifeSpring, Insight. I had been in all sorts of therapies, individual, couple, group, sex therapy. But to make me into a new man, I needed 2 years of why not kick the shit out of me therapy. Not something I recommend for anybody. So, after I got out of the hospital, I limped to the rabbinical court and filed for divorce. Now, on the one hand, I felt really good because I was finally out of this nightmare of a marriage. On the other hand, I felt like a failure. Until Yitzhak, the handyman. Broken window, refrigerator in the fritz, Yitzhak was there. And over time, we had developed a friendship. So one day, a number of months after my divorce, he's over my apartment fixing a leaky faucet. So, Yitzhak, how many years have you been married? Me? 35 years. Wow, that's quite an accomplishment. Congratulations. For 30 of them, I've been miserable. And what about you, my friend? Me? I've been divorced twice. Yeah? You're the one that deserves congratulations. What are you talking about? I'm a total failure. Failure? You've been in bad marriages. Not once, but twice. And you got out. You're not a failure, my friend. You are a success. Wow, Yitzhak, I never thought of it that way. You're free. Do you know what I would give to be in your place? Women, they're everywhere. Tall ones, short ones, skinny ones, fat ones. To me, they're all beautiful. If I were you, I'd be going out every night. I'd be wearing my gold chains. I'd have my shirt up and showing my hairy chest. I'd be dancing Hava Nagila in every club in town. Excuse me, my friend. Excuse me. Alo. כן, חיה. כן, כן, כן. ירקות, חלב, מלפפון, כן. כן. Okay, okay, okay. Bye, Chaya. Bye. Bye. Bye, Chaya. Listen, my friend, listen. Go out. Enjoy. Live. If not for you, for me. The next day, I put an ad in the Jerusalem Post in the single section. A number of women respond. I met a number of different women. Didn't click with anybody. I have one letter left from Miriam. She lives in Jerusalem. I live in Haifa, 2 hours away. But I figured, what the heck, I'll give her a call. Hello, Miriam? Hi, this is Jeff. You answered my ad in the Jerusalem Post? You know, the one that said, Seinfeld lover, yada, 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 it's a good start? Yeah, hi. How you doing? Good. So, what you up to? Oh, you're watching Seinfeld. Which one? The Soup Nazi. Miriam, we're in Israel and you're watching the Soup Nazi? How's that for irony? We talked for a while. The conversation's going very nicely. And then I ask, Miriam, in your letter you said that you had children. How many children do you have? Oh, yeah, I can hold on. She's going to the kitchen to check something. Yeah, hi, Miriam. Is everything okay? Yeah, so Miriam, so how many children do you have? No, that's fine, I can hold on. She's going to the door. Yeah, Miriam. Yeah, hi. Yeah, is everything all right? No, good. No, I'm fine. It's okay. So how many children do you have? No, Miriam, don't go anywhere. No, Miriam, just please tell me, how many children do you have? Wow. Really? No, that's fine. I love kids. It's not a problem. What are their names? And how old are they? Miriam, you had 5 kids in 6 years? I thought only Orthodox. Ooh, you're Orthodox. Well, you know, that could be a problem. Okay, you're in transition. Me? No, of course, I'm Jewish, but I'm more like, you know, Jewish. We talk some more, the conversation's going really, really well, and then I ask the question. So Miriam, what do you look like? Black curly hair, fairly attractive, everything in proportion. Me? I'm a skinny guy, big nose, and I'm balding. In proportion. We talk for like 3 hours. She laughs at everything I say, which is wonderful. After talking on the phone for about 2 weeks, she invites me to her house for dinner. She opens the door, and the first thing that I notice, besides her being dressed head to toe in Orthodox traditional clothing, is that she doesn't have black curly hair, she has brown straight hair. Now, being polite, I don't say anything. We have dinner. The dinner is terrible. We laugh about it now, but the chicken was so tough, I could have made a leather belt out of it. Our second date is a walk to the beach. Again, when I pick her up, she's wearing traditional clothing, brown straight hair. When we get to the beach, she says she wants to go into the changing room, the dressing room. She comes out, and she's wearing shorts, a very cute blouse, and she has black, curly hair. She is beautiful. And she tells me that in her Orthodox neighborhood, she can't dress like that because she'd be thrown out. And the brown straight hair, it's a wig. A wig, it never occurs to me, because in my world, the only women that wear wigs are old Jewish ladies in Miami. But in the Orthodox world, married women and married women who've been divorced wear a wig as a symbol of modesty. There's something else I notice. Miriam has varicose veins. I don't care. Not caring feels really, really good. And as our relationship evolves, I notice another change happens. For the first time ever, I'm the rock, Miriam is George. But since I've been George my whole life, I understand her. And I figure if I just keep being there and keep loving her, she'll trust me and we'll be fine. And we are. After 15 years, we're really, really fine. And the kids, Abigail, David, Yoni, Ruti, Shimshon, I love them. Now, after everything I've been through, my relationship with women, I feel like I have found the secret to a successful marriage. Divorce. Not just one, but two. Not just any old kind of divorce. I'm talking about the kind of divorce that comes from such a marriage that's so horrible that you want to crawl into a fetal position and beg for mercy. Now the reason why this is the secret to a successful marriage is that after you're done allowing yourself to be physically, emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually abused, and you have another shot at love, and it works, you are so grateful that every day is a gift. 8 years ago, I had to go back to New York for my mom's funeral. Uncle Heshi was there. It was the last time I got to see him. Miriam came with me. And while I'm talking to a cousin, I noticed Heshi and Miriam having a conversation. A few minutes later, my Uncle Heshi walks over to me, whispers in my ear, "Kiddo, you done good." Thank you.